Hey, Uncle Redneck here. Give you an update. I just climbed up High Rock, and you want to talk about a ball buster. I'm alive. I made it back to the truck. Looks like 6.2 today. Redneck here. I got a jerky snuff recipe for you. You know how you get in the grocery stores, you get those little cans of jerky snuff. Well, basically I make my own. We went down to Texas down a couple years back, shot a couple nice size hogs, good old Texas wild hog, and I use sausage gravy, basically anything meat wise I can use with wild boar. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making me some jerky snuff using the wild boar that we had shot down in Texas. As you can see, you got it right here, boneless rump roast and a cube steak pack. You want to slice that up and get it ready for a marinade tomorrow. Alrighty, well, let me get this camera turned around and we'll go from there. Alrighty, Uncle Redneck. Just got done cleaning up the rump roast and got cube steak sitting there. Going to put it in the storage container, put it in the fridge. Then we'll come back tomorrow night and put in the marinade and mix up the marinade, throw it in there, a little marinade for a couple hours, and we'll throw it in the dehydrator, and all that's coming up next. Uncle Redneck out. Alrighty, so for my homemade marinade, which the marinade could be to your taste and your liking, I've got black pepper, I've got red pepper flakes, I've got chili pepper sauce, I got the old Worcestershire sauce, some soy sauce, Cajun marinade, teriyaki, and garlic powder. Now, it's all to your liking, whatever you want on everything. So basically, I just take whatever I feel like putting in there, I'll dump it in a bowl, mix it all up, and I'll taste as I make it. And that way I can adjust the seasonings and whatever else I want to put in there. That's the way I do my marinade. And sometimes I'll also use a pre-made marinade or one of those jerky kits that you can get at Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, places like that. Alright, let me get this mixed up and I'll bring you back. Alright, we got the marinade all mixed up and it looks good. Got everything in there. Now it's all I know, just marinate and get knowing to each other. So let's taste it, see how it does. Alrighty. Go ahead and give this old marinade a good old taste. Ooh, baby! That'll make your tongue just come on out and slap you in the face and make you all happy and giggly. Oh yeah, gotta try that again. Ah, yeah, that's what the doctor ordered. Yeah, it is. Alrighty, we got all the marinade and the meat. Give it a good stirring. Now, I don't know exactly how much marinade to meat ratio I use. I just do what I like. No scientific method for me. Sometimes I'll use a recipe and sometimes I'll make up my own stuff, and sometimes my stuff is thebomb.com and then sometimes it's just a bomb. But we got it all in there and we're going to put this old lid on here. Last time I did it, I didn't do it right and I went to go shake it and Marinade went everywhere. Then just shake, 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 shake your body. And then we're going to let it sit here in the fridge for a couple hours. And then when I get back from work, we'll break out the old dehydrator and we'll get that fired up. Alrighty, Uncle Redneck out. Okay, so let's recap on what we've done so far in this little series. We have thawed the meat, about 2 pounds of wild boar roast and cube steak. We've thawed it, trimmed it. We made up our marinade. It's been marinating now in the refrigerator probably for 2 days now. A little longer than usually what I do, but with life, you know, things go on. So now in our next step of the process, it's time to load up the dehydrator. And the one that I have here is the Nesco Professional Food and Jerky Dehydrator. It's really nothing fancy about it. You can set the temperature on it, and that's about it. There's no timer, there's no delays. It's just set the temperature, plug it in, and let it roll. Alright, let me get some of these trays off here. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tray unit. It's got 2 fruit roll-up trays, and there's little Lily, about an 18-year-old cat who likes photobomb sometimes. So back to the dehydrator. Five trays, 2 trays for fruit roll-ups, 2 trays with the smaller screens for smaller particles that you get with it. Let me disassemble this, and we'll get to loading up the dehydrator. And we'll get to making some jerky, boys. Jerky for jerky snuff. So basically all I do is I got, you know, my bottom tray. Now then, the way that I make mine is I'll just turn it on and let it go all night long. Now if I'm making it, you know, to keep whole and either like jerky sticks and jerky flats, then I'll try to keep more of a eye on the time and the temperature, but generally I'll just turn it on and let it roll all night long while I'm in bed. Because, you know, some of these pieces are a little thicker than others. It really wasn't that great a roast to cut up, but don't let that deter you. Some pieces are thinner than others, so they'll just take more time than others. And you just don't want to have them touching each other. And you don't want to overload a tray. You want plenty of airspace. So basically that's how I load up my trays. Let me get these all loaded up and put on the dehydrator, and then I'll get back at you. Alrighty, there she is, all loaded up. Got 3 trays. Like I said, there's my Nesco Food Jerky Dehydrator Professional. Of course, I don't see anything professional about it. All of this is just a temperature selector, and that's pretty much it. So, and basically is what I like to do is I like to try to keep one tray clear like that. Put the hydrator together like that, and then I'll go ahead and plug it in and let her set. Alrighty, it's been 12 hours, 11-12 hours since Well, I unplugged the wrong thing. Since we started the dehydration process, so let's go ahead and check it out. Bring it over here. As you can see, she's pretty dry. I flipped the cube steaks over a little bit. They were a little bit still soft in the middle, but not bad. They dried up, and how crunchy that is. Now, you might not like this dry for yourself, but I'm really not going to eat this as jerky itself. So what I'm going to do is put it in the food processor and turn it into snuff. Alrighty, let me get the grinder out and I'll get back to you. Alrighty, so basically what I'll do is take some of the hunks of jerky and I'll throw in my veggie bullet, and then I'll process it down into a snuff form. That's why it's called jerky snuff. Helps if you put the thing on right. Alright, we'll come back once I get it all put together and on the base for it. Alrighty, we got it all on the base and we're getting ready to pulverize it. You might want to turn down your volume because it is quite loud. Alright, so basically, oh, now she's not going to. I'll keep doing that a couple times until it's all processed, and that's pretty much how I'll do it. Alright, I'll bring y'all back once I get it all processed. Well, there you have it. There's 2 pounds of jerky, or 2 pounds of roast and cube steak, all turned into jerky snuff. Let's go ahead and take a little pinch of it and see what it tastes like. Not bad. Not my best. Could use a little more seasoning. Other than that, it's a good batch. Let's see how much this weighs. Just a little bit over a pound. So for about 2 pounds of meat, you get about a pound of jerky snuff. And what I'll do is I'll use this for my pinto bomb, which you've previously seen in another video, and a couple other ramen bombs, and whatever you want to put in it, or just snack out on it along the trail. Alrighty, I'm going to get all this cleaned up, get this in the freezer. I'll get back to you in a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this video on how I make my jerky snuff. I use it in ramen bombs, pinto bombs, snack on it during the trail, at camp. It's easy. It's a really good recipe. A lot of uses. It's a versatile product. Now, it's not for long-term storage because there's no nitrates, no preservatives are in it. So basically I'll make a big batch, throw it in the freezer when I'm getting meals ready for a trip, pull it out, scoop a quarter cup out, dump in there however much I want, put in there, throw it in that meal for that trip, and go take that trip. It's not for long term. Like I said, no preservatives, nothing to keep it shelf stable. I just keep it in the freezer. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know if you tried making jerky snuff. Alrighty, Uncle Redneck. Until the next adventure, have fun.